Canada, beautiful country. Its flag is red, white, and red, and in the white part has an autumn leaf in red color. Canada location. Canada is a country in North America. It's 10 provinces and 3 territories. Extend from the Atlantic to the Pacific and northward into the Arctic Ocean, covering 9.198 million square kilometers, making it the world's second largest country by total area, southern and western border with the United States, stretching 80,891 kilometers, in the world longest bi-national and border. Canada's capital is Ottawa, and its three largest metropolitan areas are Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. In 1867, with the union of three British North American colonies through Confederation, Canada was formed as a federal dominion of 4 provinces. Canada is a parliamentary democracy, a constitutional monarchy in the Westminster tradition, and is officially bilingual at the federal level. It ranks among the highest in international measurement of government transparency, civil liberties, quality of life, economic freedom, and education. It is one of the world's most ethnically diverse and multicultural nations, the product of large-scale immigration from many other countries. Canada's population. The current population of Canada is 38,941. Canada is population equivalent to 0.48%. Total world population. Canada ranks number 39 in the list of countries by population. Also, 81.3% of the population is urban, and the median age in Canada is 41.1 years. The cities with the most population are 1. Toronto, population 2,600,000. 2. Montreal, 1,600,000. 3. Calgary, 1,019,900.
As with any large country, there is a great amount of variation in customs and etiquette from one region to the next. The most obvious difference is in the province of Quebec, which has more French influence than British. Canadians are generally very polite, and it's important to remember your manners if you want to get on well with people. If you are dining with locals, then table manners are fairly normal, and you need not worry about refusing particular dishes or asking questions about the food. Do make sure to say please and thank you. If you are invited to someone's home for a meal, it's considered polite to bring a small gift such as a bottle of wine or some chocolates. In Canada, the most common form of greeting is by handshakes. Handshakes should be firm and accompanied with a sincere smile. Eye contact is very important. A lack of eye contact signifies signs, disinterest, insecurity, boredom, or low confidence. Address Canadians by their professional title or Mr. or Miss and surname. Wait for the invitation to use their first name. Pleasantries are exchanged very quickly upon first encounters. When greeting French Canadians, lightly kiss on the cheeks. Once to the left cheeks and once to the right cheek. In Quebec and other French-speaking parts of Canada, always use the formal booze instead of chew, as it demonstrates respect. In the religion, Canadian society promotes religious pluralism and freedom. Every citizen has the liberty to observe any religion in Canada, so long as its practice do not break the law. There is not official national of religion, but Christianity has been the dominant faith since colonization. There is an intrinsic plurality of religion in Canada. The country's openness to immigration largely explains this diversity. You can see Buddhists, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Jews, Jehovah's Witnesses, and even realists. These last belong to a religious movement that is very active in Quebec and was believed centered around the contact in their leader, Real, with extraterrestrials. However, Christianity is easily the majority religion in Canada. Almost 70% of the population are Christian. Catholicism it is most common form in Canada. The colonists brought Christianity with them. Obviously, the territory's natives had animals belief until the arrival of the Europeans. The god they venerated was nature. As soon as they arrived, the colonists made efforts to convert the Canadians in Christianity. Up to the end of the 1950s, crimes against humanity were committed on the native communities in the name of religion. Currency. Canada decided to start using the dollar instead of the sterling pound due to the dissemination of the so-called Spanish dollar or peso in North America during the 18th century and the early 19th, and also due to the standardization of American dollar. In the region of Quebec was a real advocate for the use of the dollar, and the Bank of Montreal issued banknotes in dollars in 1817, with the Atlantic colonies which has stronger links with the United Kingdom and were not so in favor. The province of Canada stated that all accounts would be made in dollars from January 1858 and ordered the issue of the first official Canadian dollars in that same year. The colonies withdrew, joined the Canada Confederation, so gradually adopted a decimal system in the following years. Finally, the government approved the Uniform Currency Act in April 1871 to replace the currency of the different provinces under one single Canadian dollar for all of them. And the golden standard was officially abolished on the 10th of April 1993. Finally, its currency is the Canadian dollar and the central bank is the Bank of Canada.
Canada cuisine has a variety of ingredients and styles. This because in addition to its strong indigenous influence, the country has imported many dishes from the two countries that occupy in antiquity, French and England. Therefore, the cuisine has acquired dishes such as meatloaf, tempers, and enamel buns, among others. Its star ingredient, maple syrup, is the fresh grapes of the country, thanks to its vast territory covered with green meadows and rivers. Canada enjoys very good meat and fish. Of the latter, the most consumed is salmon, which, depending on the area of the country, can be smoked, fresh, or baked. Also, vegetables are not lacking in the typical Canadian diet either. These are some of the typical dishes. 1. Poutine. This dish is one of the most popular in Canada. It is made up of the fry, topped with fresh cheese, curd, which melts in the head, and a broad gravy sauce. It's one of the most delicious fast food. 2. Tortilla. This meat patty composed of a bread dough filled with meat. It was a dish that was served in important celebrations, but today it's consumed at any time of the year. 3. Trumpets. They are crunch and decked pancakes and are usually accompanied by a piece of the butter of cream and completely covered with maple syrup, the most popular seasoning in the country, being one of the most typical sweet dishes in Canada. Canada City and towns offer travel a diverse choice of experience, from chic cosmopolitan centers to most resort and maritime cities. Some of the recommended sites are Vancouver, for beauty, climate, a fun atmosphere, and plenty of the things to do. You can go around planning a trip to Vancouver. Set on the shore of the Pacific Ocean and blanketed with snow-capped mountains, this is an activity city where locals enjoy the outdoors year-round. Sun butter can bask on the beach in summer, and skier can hit the nearby ski resort in winter. At any time of year, you can walk the seawall or stroll through the towering trees in Stanley Park. Enjoy fine dining or casual meal while watching the sunset or find fabulous shopping. Niagara Falls, Canada's most famous natural attraction, the majestic Niagara Falls has been dragging sailors almost since of its discovery. The Great Wall of Water pouring over the falls is an amazing sight. and the view and access afforded visitors is astounding. You can literally walk up the edge of the falls, separated only by a cast-iron railing, and see the water as it is pouring over the crest. Toronto, as Canada's largest city, Toronto is the country's cultural hotspot with ballet, opera, symphony, and Broadway shows. It is also home to the landmark CN Tower, at, at extraordinary shopping, fine dining, and fantastic museums, and there is no end to the entertainment. Who's outside the city center, in the either direction from the city, are beautiful beaches perfect on the hot summer days. In winter, a public skating rink, spring to life of City Hall, and unique winter events, including the popular winter lucius at the Fun. Winterhouse. A visit to Winterhouse offers a chance to live in Canada's far north. This is the capital of the Yukon and also by the way the two areas further north, including Alaska and the beautiful Nahanni National Park. If you are lucky, the night ski will come to life with a display of northern lights.
Due to immersive science, Canada is a country that in numerous events and the festival dedicates to the diversity, history, culture, and gastronomy. Of the most important in the country, it dedicates its country applicants was managed to you perpetrator and the annual editions. Of their events at the home popular view the size event in the Calgary State where the main convoy and the culture of the residents exchange. Canada your heirs residents should the Christmas or yourselves as the is celebration should arrive and the winter where mine sit forever. The best actives enjoy the cool. Some the cities is Ottawa, Montreal or Toronto are simpler of moderate and the culture in the Israel also enjoy important jobs, gastronomy and the films-based festivals. Canada is a country that the public really enjoy and where it can know is the market is sure came from. I don't know the food in my house. This car are the attention in the rents food the comes for. Or the other tag is the curious and the Canada has managed the view and the largest music industry in the world and the addiction is the place person is the public charts with relevance musicians in various genres. We have 44 months it likes Leonard Cohen, Celine Dion, Neil Young, Shina Tawan, Alwas Morris, Michael Bublé, Justin Bieber.
Much of the Canadian territory is covered by forests of timber trees, with pines, firs and cedars stand out. It also has large meadows. The fauna is very similar to that of North Europe and North Asia. You can find bears, wolves, American lions, and kangaroos, among other carnivorous animals. In the Arctic regions, there are polar beavers, porcupines, and numerous rodents can be seen in some areas. In flat regions, there are moles. Some areas of Canada are also home to deer, reindeer, and elk. There are also abundant and diverse varieties of birds, reptiles, and insects. The country has a varied topography and important climate difference, which favors a multivariate flora and fauna. Pierre Trudeau, former Liberal Prime Minister Terry Fox, athlete who ran across the country in the name of the fight against cancer. Tommy Douglas, former Democratic Party of Canada leader. Lester B. Pearson, former Liberal Prime Minister. Chris Hadfield, the well-known astronaut. David Suzuki, environmental activist. Jack Layton, former leader of the Democratic Party of Canada, who faced away in 2011 of cancer. John MacDonald, the first Prime Minister of Canada. Wayne Gretzky, the best hockey player in history. Romeo Dallaire, Canadian military man who fought against the genocide in Rwanda.